Look at that beautiful shot. The sun setting, huh?
Wow.
That is beautiful. I think that's over like flying over Wilshire in the La Brea area. Looking back up toward the hills. And all the arteries are jammed down. Everybody rushing around, trying to get their presents.
We're back at 5:35 as we continue our business series, Saving the California Dream. We're telling the stories of viewers who contacted our producer, the incomparable Heidi Cuda. Today we hear from the owners of Polanco Brothers Trucking, who say a federal Department of Transportation snafu nearly put them out of business.
Once you get a hold of a postal contract, you know that you have a good, stable contract for about 4 years.
I understand you had a meeting with somebody from Department of Transportation, and that person said that you had certain deficiencies and you needed to get her additional paperwork.
Right. We submitted it, we got signature confirmation that they got it, but for some reason it never got reviewed, and then the Department of Transportation took some further action and basically put our trucking company out of service without notifying us. We're working so hard to provide jobs, pay our taxes, pay our dues, so the government can do its job. But unfortunately, they somehow or another, their red tape gets in the way, and it affects a lot of people.
Ultimately, the snafu was resolved, and ultimately your reputation was fully, exonerated. However, how much money did you lose in the meantime?
$210,000.
It's Christmas time, beginning of the holiday season, and you got to call 30 guys and tell them what?
Probably the hardest thing we've had to do in our life as a business is lay off 30 people. That was unheard of.
What do you want to tell our viewers about how a bureaucratic snafu affected your company?
Well, it's the classic Reagan saying, I guess. The scariest words you can hear is, somebody showing up at your door saying like, hey, I'm from the government, I'm here to help.
Our series producer, Heidi Cuda, joins us now. So is everything back to normal with the company now?
Yes, everything's back to normal. They actually hired back 28 of
they
their
did?
guys. Yeah.
And so what did the DOT say as far as explaining this?
I would love to know. I've left dozens of messages and was passed around through various voicemails. However, they have not called me back. Just so you understand, their company had a $1.8 million contract with the U.S. Postal Service to help shuttle mail around, and that took them about a decade to get. They've been trying to get that for about 10 years, so it's a big deal for them. And he followed through. They needed more documentation on maintenance records, according to him. He sent him, he faxed him, he did everything. But
now, did he have any help in trying to navigate the mess with the government?
No, he was doing it on his own, making the calls, following up, refaxing, resending, showing up in person. And, we interviewed Eric Garcetti, our councilman for this series, and he said something interesting about how we need to move from a government culture that's rewarded for finding violations to a culture that's rewarded for fostering business growth. You want to make sure there aren't violations out there, but 3 months of pain, 200 grand that he lost, and it was a pretty tough Christmas for him, but they're in recovery, and I thank them for calling and sharing their story with us.
Yeah, definitely. At least that one has what seems to be a happy ending,
yes,
right? I mean,
it
could have gone the other way.
Absolutely.
Could have continued indefinitely.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
All right, thank you, Heidi. On Monday, we hear from the Silicon Beach tech upstart HipSwap on why they'll never leave Southern California, right?
That's right.
About sort of merging the quality of life with the quality of creativity. And there's no better quality creativity and quality of life than you get in doing a startup or a tech company in Silicon Beach.
So keep sharing your stories. You can tweet Heidi at Foxy Cuda, or go to our, you can't say that without a smile, right?
No, that
or go to our
incomparable
Facebook page, Fox Los Angeles.
And the best thing about all of this is credit to you guys. You keep sending in your text, your tweets to Heidi, and the Saving the California Dream, sharing it continues. Great job, everybody.